And we're live. Hello. It's a special edition of Just Jam for the Martin Fowler Scrum. Hey, with me and the imaginary Martin Fowler. Woo. I just thought I would record because since there's no one else here in the Scrum, what I'm doing is actually I'm reviewing local support pull requests. I've just spent some time actually on Marowen's pull request. Made a little refactoring, tidied up some RSpec, push some stuff in, then fix some hound comments. There's some interesting stuff there that I think we want to bring up in the retrospective about, pros and cons of different approaches. Marowen's pull request, great work, and it fixes an important user bug, and time to get it merged in. But I think interesting to reflect on some of the higher level things going on there. I was just moving on to Piotr's pull request, and I'm just looking at it in this comparison view here. So we've added to the base organization that we've got slug candidates. This is the friendly ID gem require, if we want to do customized slug candidates, we use that method. We've created this service, which we've talked about previously, which is maybe overkill in this case, but that was sort of partly before we saw it break down. So now we've got here, so what have we got here? This is the service. This is the setup slug, and we've got a still class string in there. I thought one of the things we were going to do was to move this to its own file. I think I have got the latest version. I assume I've got the latest version. Just got the files changed on a different setup up here. Yeah, still seeing that in there. Okay. No particular change there. This is now, we now have a, right, great work here from Piotr. This is, we have human-friendly URLs, and we have a series of acceptance tests that are checking, that the URLs are sorted, which is nice, and then expecting page to have a link. We've got a nice URL thing there. So that might be a replication of an existing step somewhere, but gosh, those steps, they do just tend to get out of control. So now we've got the base organization step. So we've got here, this is now base organization. It has these things. This is now an integration test. Fair enough. It's checking that at that middle level. Then we've got friendly ID. This is now on the model for the base organization spec. It should use setup slug service for setup slug, so service double class double as stuff constants. Expect service double to receive run. There we go. Okay. Yep. So that's testing the connection between those two. It stops there. That seems reasonable. Yes. And just change something there, did I? Anyway, yes, and so that's using, that should be, now one thing here is, I think if we change that to this, then that will be a verifying double, unless we're just doing, Michael and I were just doing this yesterday in website 1. I think if you have it as a string, then it's, the verifying double activity will only come in if we've got certain settings in the spec helper, which I don't know if we've got. We could just have a quick look at that on our spec helper for specs, Rails helper and spec helper. Let's see, the verifying doubles we were just looking at. That, weren't we? Let's just go over here, and I've got here verifying doubles using instance double. Yes. So if you've got this verified doubled constant name set to true, then the strings will act as verifying doubles. Let's just go back to website 1 there. We do a find in path. I don't think we have that set. No. Well, interesting there. We were looking through spec. We were in the base org space spec here. Yeah, Is it better to set the value globally, or just? I think what I like about not having the string there is there's less marks on the page. Yeah, kind of. So, but that's looking good as well. So now we've got the setup. Right, that was the test I kind of wrote there. That's looking reasonably solid. We've got those factories in there, and that's all the things. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that looks nice. This is providing, you know, a nice high-level description of what's happening. I guess the only thing that remains to be done here, apart from removing the unnecessary comments, is that we would like to see the string, you know, out in its you know, separate class and tested with its own separate test. So yeah, I guess I will just let's bring this in so we can see here. Not sure that I ended up not making so many changes, so not sure that the video is so valuable, but I guess we will just add so we were going to break this out into a separate file, e.g. lib string Barbie, and add a associated test. I guess is it? I think it's almost what I feel is like is the integration test. You know, at the moment the integration test is sort of testing the string, and maybe the integration test is not so much what we need. It's a great cucumber test there. Yeah, that this that potentially if we were just testing, you know, each of these against the string item, I mean, maybe ultimately we could remove the integration test, which is not, I think, partly because the fact that the factory goal obscures the transformation that's actually taking place, and you know, so the the application, yeah. Anyway, so the test I string spec RB work of integration test could be pulled into here into okay, and so what was the other thing then? The other thing was, yeah, no, that was not it. Oh yeah, I was just saying there, if we make this be the interesting here is, do we also need interesting about this verifying double here is that, okay, yeah, no, it's simply by itself. That's instance double, class double, transfer nested constants. Okay, I guess that allows us to do multiple things. But I'll pop this one in there. And we'll get verifying double functionality. Okay, yeah. Great work. Just a couple more things to do. See inline comments. Let me know if that's practical or if you push company. Okay, we're doing a pull request Pong. Isn't it? It's interesting operational style. Okay, and then so we've got as well is this, we've got Zamago's thing. So let's have a look at that now. I've got Zamago in there. I have Git check out Zamago, this one, Git stash. Okay, and then let's come back over here. Don't need those. Get rid of that. Git compare with branch develop. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a volunteer ops JavaScript. We've got a little coffee script there, allowing us to toggle that system on and off. Right. We now, what is this? Is organizations controller. Has a series. Okay, now I think maybe this needs to be merged with develop in order to see. Okay, yeah. Then we can see the changes. Okay, let's go back and have a look at. Okay, so Git compare with branch develop. Let's go back to here. So we've got this. So now we've got, so address, postcode, different address. Has different location. A full address there has different address. Yeah, I'm not sure why we need that different address, because if we've got the okay. Do we need those separate cassettes there? I've got cassette. I've got more scenarios. Okay. Okay, so that's all of the code. I think the key thing here actually is I need to run the server and look at the user experience. So, and I guess if we're logged in now, so this is for creating volunteer opportunities. Let's say if I'm here and we create a volunteer opportunity, right? Oh, I'm going to have to migrate, aren't I? Break. Great. Okay, yeah, that's right. Log in. Let's go here. So, okay, we have that. Right. Yes. Oh no, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? The opening and closing there. I guess what would be ideal is that rather than, much as this is a nice little pop-up, is that if we had the address and the postcode, I would say it would maybe make more sense to have the address and the postcode visible all the time, and then they were pre-filled. So like if I've created this, I'm doing this volunteer ops new for Cranmere Community Resource Centre, that the address and the postcode should just appear there, and then it there's an aspect of the user can just edit it if it needs to be different, and then we remove some of the logic, I guess. But maybe we should also be showing this to the clients and getting their opinion about it. So yeah. Well, anyway, I'll write this up in the pull request. Don't know that there's necessarily much point in me videoing me writing it up in the pull request. You can see the pull request. So this one. Okay, so let's come back through. So I think I've commented on this one. I haven't commented on this one. This one. I haven't looked at the latest version of the map marker icons. Shrala. Is that okay? And I think, oh no, then maybe there wasn't any change. There's going to be another update to that I'll be looking at when that comes. And then the DB setup. So this has got the issue with the wiki documentation. And there's a task for me to fix the documentation. Well, I guess I'm going to merge. I guess I'm going to, this, because I'm hoping that this will fix our auto deploys. So let's merge that, and let's go to the wiki and go to the installation notes, and then if we edit here. So I think what we're saying really is that we need a different. I mean, don't need to make it a single command. Let's make it so that we have those 3 commands there. Of course, what's frustrating is that we've got the OSX install says the same thing, which we need to change. And I want to move all of these out of the wiki and into versioned documents. Changes get submitted via pull requests. But let's, I think, take the path of least resistance there. Let's go back to the head of the wiki. So we've got installation notes, OSX install, C9 install notes. That's got, we're not even using the custom setup one there. Installation with vagrants is a different thing. We've totally stopped using vagrant. Yeah, we've given up on that. Okay. Yeah, so that's that done. And I've just put in on here. I'll say, let's finish up the video here, and I'll post the link to the video.